Good morning. It's Thursday, November the 5th, and this is The Drill. Thank you. The prayer of the day comes from dailyscripture.net. Lord Jesus, let your light dispel the darkness, that what is lost may be found and restored. Let your light shine through me, that others may see your love and truth and find hope and peace in you. May I never doubt your love, nor take for granted the mercy you have shown me. Fill me with your transforming love, that I may be merciful as you are merciful. Amen. Well, looks like the celebration is still postponed, and it may, if this goes tit for tat, because right now the Trump's campaign is suing, and it looks like rightfully so. And even if it didn't look like it, I trust Trump. If he thinks that there's a good reason to sue, there's a good reason to sue, and I don't need anything other than that. So, but that the left has a tendency to go tit for tat. So Trump sues, so then they're going to decide, and if Trump wins, then they're going to do a countersuit. And so this could go on, who knows, weeks or whatever. But there's a certain point, actually, in which the law says that the executive branch or somebody, or the states, I think is what it is, have to report to Congress. They have to have final tabulations by a date certain. I think that's sometime in December, because the Congress has to go ahead and certify the results of the election, and then once that's done, Donald Trump will go back to being president of the United States. So it can't go, like I said, it can't go on and on and on for months and months. I don't see that. That just, like I said, the law. That's why I always say that it is a law that determines when the election is over, not Hillary Clinton or anyone else. So the law will let us know when the election is over. And so anyways, I was listening to Hugh Hewitt this morning, and according to Hugh Hewitt, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Georgia are still counting ballots. There's suits in Pennsylvania and Georgia, maybe. I know Michigan as well, and I think they're getting ready to do some in Arizona. The Trump administration, yes, filed diary said that Arizona and Michigan to prevent the left from stealing the election. And remember that and like I said, when the law says so, not when Joe Biden says so or Hillary Clinton, or when the so-called news organizations or polling companies say so. Everybody on the left, and that includes the news media, is now wanting to go ahead and put this rush this process. Let's go ahead and close things up now, and suggesting that Donald Trump is stalling or acting in some type of an arbitrary and dictatorial manner. And he's doing no such thing. He is going ahead and using the law and trying to get what I heard of the issue in Pennsylvania is that they are trying to count ballots that should not be counted. In other words, there's people that supposedly are not living in a particular county, perhaps not even in the state, and they still ended up voting. And now the state comes back and says, well, they only moved because of the coronavirus. Well, anyways, there's an issue there, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't care why you moved. If you moved and you have set up another residence in another state or another county, that's where you should be voting, not the original county. Because we can't know that they didn't vote twice. That if they moved to Michigan, they voted in Michigan and then voted again in Pennsylvania, something like that. So you have to, and the rules are you voted within your county, and that's that. So if that is indeed occurring, it seems to me that's a great opportunity to get that stopped and go from there. And I believe if it is stopped, I think President Trump has an advantage of over 100,000 votes in Pennsylvania. So if they can get all that silliness stopped, then Donald Trump can be, again, take those electorals. And I think all he needs is, both of them do. Trump, I think Biden is just short, 4 points short or something of 270, and Donald Trump is like 13, 17 points short. So if he can get, each one of them can get just one more, state, It should put them over the top. So let's see. Rush Limbaugh's on the air right now, and he's just flat out accusing the Democrats of fraud. Flat out, he just says that that there's evidence that they are deliberately, monkeying around with the vote. And I'm not yet convinced that fraud is occurring, but I do acknowledge that there's a lot of voting irregularities that are being described. All of a sudden, somewhere they all of a sudden found 15,000 votes. Out of nowhere, they just found 15,000 ballots. And so this always seems to be this way at election time, where, look at this, over here in this closet, we got more ballots. 15,000 more ballots. I mean, I understand if you say, we found a half a dozen more ballots that fell off the table or ended up behind the water machine or the copy machine or something like that. But 15,000 got misplaced. All of a sudden, you're able to come up 15,000 ballots. So, and also let's remember that all the elections come down to the counties. The counties are the ones that have to certify their votes, and it is the county registrar, the person that's county registrar, that's in charge. The county registrar is a politician. They've been either appointed or elected, and so they have a political axe to grind. And assuming that all these registrars, or most of them, at least the ones in counties that are in dispute right now, are Democrats, then it kind of explains things in terms of all of a sudden we found 15,000 votes. And so I know that, again, if you're going, even if you're a Democrat and registrar and you want to be impartial as much as you possibly can, there's still tremendous pressure on them from the outside, from the Democrat Party and their operatives, to bring the vote, to deliver the vote. Hillary Clinton came out and said that the election's not over until every vote is counted. And she didn't say every legal vote. She just said every vote. And some people made notice of that fact, that she didn't say every legal vote. And so that could be a code word or dog whistle to the county registrars to deliver the vote. Go out and find, and also any other operatives to go out and dig around and find and come up with or manufacture as many votes as they can so that they can get Biden elected. Not, let's go out and count every vote because we want it fair. And what she also didn't say was that I think what she meant was it's not over until every Democrat vote is counted. So, but anyways, there's still hope for us Trump supporters. And somebody else on the radio yesterday was John and Ken. And again, I recommend that if you want to hear some good examples of the thinking and the attitude and the way of living of a true conservative, that you listen to John and Ken on KFI AFM 640. They're on iHeartRadio, and they're on from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock in p.m. in California time. So, but anyways, they were talking about, the same thing I was talking about yesterday, which is that what the big danger here is not what the Democrats are going to do, whether they're going to riot or whatever. Those folks are going to end up going to jail, by the way. But it's the question is, what are the Republicans going to do? If Donald Trump, and as I've been saying, it's like every day, what happens in 2024? Assuming Trump gets reelected, what happens in 2024? Now, if he gets reelected, it's going to be a real huge repudiation to anti-Trumpers, to the Lincoln Project, et cetera, et cetera. They're going to have little to no power at all within the Republican Party. Now, if, though, the Democrats are able to steal this election and foist Joe Biden on us, then you're going to have all the Lincoln Project people that say, we were right. Donald Trump was just a little blip. He was an aberration, and we should all of the people in the United States of America should shut up and do as they're told by us. We'll decide who the candidates are going to be, and then in 2024 we'll end up with Jeb Bush and or Mitt Romney or somebody like that. And then from then on, every 4 years, it's going to be these fools nominating John McCain's and Mitt Romney's and these ridiculous people that can't be bothered to run a campaign, that can't be bothered to fight for their party, and don't seem to have any values whatsoever, other than trying to avoid accusations of racism or misogyny. So sissies, there's no other way to put it. Especially the Bush boys, the biggest sissies on the planet. The only person that had any balls in their family was their mother. Anyway, so that's the Republicans are the ones you got to watch out for. And not only would they put forth the kind of candidates, but policy-wise, they're going to run the table. They're going to be the ones that are going to be coming out with Patriot Acts and things of that nature, other Republican monstrosities of ridiculousness and confusion. I can see why the Democrats would want more heavy-handed government, because they love government. But Republicans are supposed to be the limited government party, and yet in 2000 they came out with this piece of crap legislation called the Patriot Act, and then had the audacity to slander people that didn't support it as being, of course, unpatriotic. So, in any case, next episode, hopefully, celebration, and we need to celebrate. Psychologically, we must claim our victories. Republicans and conservatives in particular are rather weak in that area. And if you're going to work hard, be subjected to all the crap we've been subjected to for at least the past 4 years, and actually a lot more than that, then when we win, we need to celebrate. Okay, that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes the victory complete. Without a celebration, your victory is incomplete. It's hollow. And you're going to start wondering, why do I bother? Why do I bother to give money? Why do I bother to campaign? Why do I bother to attend rallies, etc.? And you're becoming demoralized slowly but surely, and then you're going to opt out, and we're going to end up with Joe Biden as president in 4 years or something like that. Actually, he'll probably be at home retired, but we'll have somebody like that, Hillary Clinton or Stalin or Hitler or somebody like that from the Democrat Party running the country. And so celebrate. It is so vital. It's simple, it's easy to do, and it's good for you. It's good for your psychology. But hopefully that will be tomorrow or the next day. And they said that the results from Pennsylvania were supposed to be out today by noon, I guess noon Eastern time. So that's an hour and a half overdue, or an hour and 20 minutes overdue from when I'm recording this. But anyways, we will see, and so far there's been very little good news. The good news is that there's very little violence, and even better news, nobody's putting up with it this round. Okay, every place, whether it's Oregon or Washington, D.C., L.A., the L.A. police chief said, you start screwing around, we're going to slam you into jail. No doubt about it. You start vandalizing and burning or whatever. He said, you ain't going to like what happens. So, and Portland's the same way. All of the mayors and police chiefs around the country have put out the notice. You want to screwball around, you're going to pay the price. So there's not going to be any of this protesters running around burning the city down while the mayors, have a tea party or something like that. They're going to get tough. And they're going to have, for once, respect for property rights and the rule of law. So next episode, hopefully celebration. Remember to be honest, be smart, be beautiful, and always remember to ask yourself, what is real, how do I know, and what do I do about it? And that's another episode of The Drill in the can, and we'll see you next time.